Hi, I'm Meredith from the Polycarbonate Store. Today we're going to do a little introduction to the different type of capping options that we offer. The most important is going to be your H-channel joiner cap. It's also important to know that when you're installing them, you want the small piece towards the sky because it allows the bottom lip to hold your polycarbonate into place. Now you don't screw through the joiner itself. The joiners can technically float because when you fasten it, you're going to be fastening through the sheet, not the joiner. Next, you would want to cover up the ends because those channels are open and bugs love them. So we're going to just go ahead and use what we call an end cap or a U-channel. We're going to pop that on there. And then you would silicone just the top part so that water would wick off. If you have a vertical edge, you would want to use our F-profile side cap. People will either use this on the edges of their patios, so that way it kind of incorporates the polycarbonate into their frame, or they will use it at a 90-degree angle to help encapsulate those sheet edges. So, and then you would fasten through. The other piece of capping that we have, it's a little bit versatile, is what we call the R profile. So there's two ways that the R profile is typically used. One is as a vertical corner for a non-90-degree angle. It allows you to adjust pretty much any weird shaped space that you could possibly need to make a corner. Or, and I don't typically recommend this, but I have a lot of customers that will use it as the base of a ridge cap. So you would go ahead and you would attach the bottom of the ridge cap with little decking nails, honestly, is the best way to go because you don't want the screws to scratch your polycarbonate as you go in. But I would always recommend reinforcing the top because over time, that is the thinnest part. And if it is exposed directly to the elements, there is a chance of premature aging and over time cracking. So if you do use it as a ridge cap, I always recommend flashing it with either a solid aluminum tape or an aftermarket metal ridge cap. You can get them at Lowe's or metal fabricators, things like that. And it will last a long, long time. The other option that we have available for joiners, it's only out of our store in Washington State, is our aluminum bar cap system. It has gaskets and this handy little cover so you can screw it into your rafter and then hide the hardware. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like the unsightly screws, this is definitely going to be your choice of the joiner. This joiner does need to be on a rafter. The polycarbonate joiner does not. It can float because you're not going to be screwing directly through it. We also have a new type of aluminum joiners coming, but I'm not allowed to tell you anything about it yet, so you're just going to have to wait and find out. It's a little secret. All right. Have a good day.